Which from Mercury soundtrack. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But first, Triangle. French company. Makes speakers. Before you leave, these are under $600 a pair. Because a lot of times on this channel, things get a little bit out of hand. And while $600 or $560, I think is what the current price is, isn't cheap, it certainly isn't like, oh, you can't afford these. You can. You absolutely, you can buy these. Probably not those stands, because those are like $500 because they're Bucart stands. But the speakers themselves, the 6.5-inch dome tweeter, front ported, beautiful finish. Not real wood, because we're drawing this is the budget side of Triangle with green fascia or white, and I think black too, but it's weird finding all the color choices. But look at this. So, sitting here listening, sitting here watching. The reason I'm playing the soundtrack from Mobile Suit Gundam Witch from Mercury is because I've just been trying to like throw things at speakers that normal people would put on. Not just music, not just jazz female vocalists, but like weird stuff. And, you know, obviously I have my permanent setup Mons over there, and actually just in the VC2 parts for the bottom of those. So that'll be fun. But music. Okay, music sounds this. How about media? How about watching just anime or a TV show or a movie or YouTube videos of me and the cat from 10 years ago? Actually, it was 5 years ago. Chewbacca, I miss you, Chewbacca. Hold on. So, it's not hard to sell Triangle speakers. These are some of the easiest videos I ever have to make. How's it sound, Steve? Steve? Who the fuck is that guy? I don't know. Let's not ask him. Let's ask Zeos. I said, Zeos, speaker good? Hell yes, speaker good. However, I had to go back and check, and we'll pick up the mouse, the Lenovo mouse that came with the little mini things. Here are speakers, $559 even. Lots of color options. This is oak green. This is chestnut. So it looks like the fascia gets a little dark gray with black covers and a darker finish. And then blue with a light finish. And then this black ash, I'm assuming with a black finish. And then white. And then also light oak with a white finish. So first of all, that's more color options than most speakers will ever fucking have. And I kind of like the oak green. It's that kind of green that's like, was that British racing green? Anyway, back to the thing. So I went looking up all the Triangle speakers that look like this, because I did a pair a couple years ago, and I was kind of shocked how many years ago, that I didn't like. So I went back all the way to, this is old apartment. This is 5 years ago, and these are the Borea BR02s. I liked the Borea BR02s.
Link to the non-DAC silver one.
The guns on the wall, the Dick Chopper 9000 hi-fi fan, whom I miss you. We all miss the old apartment. And there's little Chewbacca's perch. Other cat pooped in that recently and I had to go throw it in the fire and burn it. So I've burned her thing. But let's get out of there. Holy crap, this basement. So these are the ones I was remembering. I did not like the Triangle Borea BR03s. And I was playing vinyl and Bluetooth off my phone to a Behringer amp, so things have moved on. But I stand by my decision to not like those speakers. They were treble heavy and super duper bass light. And in fact, one person here commented at speaker reviews in a bare concrete basement. Well, yeah, that's legit. Motherfucker, you come here. You're invited. Because that concrete wall and that concrete floor don't move. And they don't reflect sound very well. And then I hate having to defend my listening space. If I clap, you will hear no ringing. But right below that, just for the record, I watched a video a few months ago, so I was totally agreed. I bought the speakers after hearing them. He couldn't be more correct. The bass is finicky and hard to really feel down low, and I absolutely cannot listen to them above 70 decibels because they're just too sharp. So I wasn't wrong about those speakers and me not liking them. In fact, these are the only speaker that I've ever gotten from a company because obviously Triangle sends me this directly. And I went, something's wrong. Please send me another set. And you know what? Other set, exact same thing. Fast forward, that's 4 years ago. Chewbacca's still around, by the way. She's in this video. If you want to look at the, where is she?
Report that
there.
While these may be the exact same tweeters in the board.
So you want to go back, look at the BR03. That's me not liking a Triangle speaker. And then that was 4 years ago. I just bought the house. I'd been in the house for a couple months. This is 2 years ago. These are the Borea BR02 Bluetooth. So the small little Bluetooth ones that actually were the same color combination, the green and the other one. And obviously I had filled out the thing and I had the tower speakers here at one point. And
like an inoffensiveness to it. There's no shrieking highs, by the way. I put the covers back on. I love them with the covers on.
I don't like these with the covers. I mean, I do like them with the covers on, but I don't. Point is, I've now built up enough of a rapport, not just with Triangle bookshelves, but with like this series of Triangle bookshelves. And so anytime they make a change or an improvement, I can nail it down and make a video about it. So they're not base. In fact, all right. The blatant, obvious question is going to be in the comments. Zeos, I love these Triangle Borea BR04s, but should I just get, the Klipsch RP600M Mark IIs? Oh God, what is on you? You literally sit in the corner. What? I'm gonna have to clean that. So, rear port, dual binding posts. These monsters, and these monsters are cheap now. They're probably actually 40% cheaper than. That's the wrong way. 40% cheaper than these. I haven't looked it up. I should have looked it up. But I know those are well under $500 for the pair. And if I had to tell you a difference, I would say the Klipsch have more low end. They're rear ported with that big port. They're fucking Klipsch, so they're designed to slam you in the face. They got the big horn, big aggressive horn. It really is like an experience gets smashed. Like New Year's 1999 with Prince as your fucking sidekick. It's gonna be great. But Klipsch is still not Triangle. And I keep making this comparison because I just realized that when I did the towers there, which those are the Borea BR10 towers, not those are the SVS, they're behind them, I'm looking at it, which only have 8s, even though they're called the 10s. I compared those to the other giant Klipsch towers that I have there. And these have sort of like the presence and impact like a Klipsch, but better. Well, these have kind of like the presence and not the quite impact of the Klipsch, but they're better. As far as vocal clarity, as far as smoothness, so like playing any music, and we'll get out of the Witch from Mercury, which just fucking, what a great show. I'm rewatching. I sat here and watched 9 episodes with these. And around episode 3, I went, these need a subwoofer. I see if I could hold off. Because when you listen to music or watching movies, like, you kind of know. If you're a guy that knows, you know. That's from Roger Rabbit, apparently. Hungarian Rhapsody number 2. I need to get a remote control so I could actually pause the music and not get a copyright strike. That'd be cool. Let's jump ahead. See, there's a little bit of it can do enough bass to get me through 2 episodes of a show where there's fighting and explosions. It's like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine until it's not fine. And then I just turn that son of a bitch up because it's on a separate DAC. That's the Kali 6.2. But if you were going to invest $560 in these and you say, Zeos, do I need a sub? I'm going to tell you yes, but I also have very specific tastes in what I want things to sound like. So, did I not have shuffle on? I got to put shuffle on. Otherwise, this is going to go down the Roger Rabbit soundtrack, which is nothing wrong with that. Roger Rabbit is a fantastic soundtrack. It's Alt-S. So right here, the Wraith soundtrack. A movie with, is that Charlie Sheen or Emilio Estevez? Who the fuck's in the Wraith? young, super young Charlie Sheen. Super duper young Charlie Sheen. Very 80s, kind of like trash metal, trash rock 80s shit. But if I sit down in front of Triangle Borea, BR04s, I can actually detect the quality in it. Perfect imaging, number one. I played around with placement a little bit. I had them further forward and parallel, and then I had them very kinked in, and now I've moved them basically further away and just a slight bend in. I don't want them pointing at me. I want them pointing like to my side. This is enough. Because they don't have exactly like that's a waveguide. A waveguide is like you are coming out. You are going forward. When it's all flush mount drivers, pointy, flush mount. That means it's sort of dispersing the sound in just like a nice broad area. And when you do that, usually that means you have a little more freedom of angle. But I find that it actually can be more demanding on you when you're actually fucking setting it up. Do not think that you're going to get a new pair of speakers and you're going to... The thumbnail for the Wraith, like the album art, is a picture of the soundtrack on vinyl? What the fuck is going on? By the way, pick that wallpaper. Usually I pick a wallpaper. Oh, it's green, which is green hair. I just picked the one because it was too damn good not to use. And these are too damn good not to recommend. Getting back into the sound of them. So bass is slightly light. I'm not going to say it's like, oh, it's got no bass, throw it the fuck away. It's fine for a normal quality speaker that isn't like the Eris of speakers. I wouldn't cry about it, but if you want this to like slam the floor, it's not doing that. So make your preparations. Come over here. Unmute your giant HSU sub. Set it to 30. Link to the HSU sub in the description. Go get that one. Which this is a great song because it's not using any bass because the 80s didn't understand what a subwoofer was. It's all just like I think the music in the 80s started at like 200 hertz and then went up to the sky because treble. No pain from the treble. Nothing. It has been 4 years since my review of the BR02s, which I think were roughly the same price as this, or at least equivalent with fucking inflation, $9 milk bottles. Fuck. But they have taken what looks like the exact same tweeter from that speaker, and I have no complaints. In fact, I have nothing but praise. Because you're getting stellar centering, perfect imaging. Imaging is when you can tell when a sound is here. Not there, and not dead center, like there maybe. Just as perfect resolution. When I hear people say resolution, I don't know what they fucking talking about. I'm going to tell you what I think resolution is. I think resolution on a speaker means, oh, I can hear the delineation between placement. That's that resolution. Do you have like 4 bits of resolution where it's here or here or here or here or here? Or do you get like every half a degree across a fucking compass? And that's what these do. It doesn't feel like I'm listening to just whatever. It's very defined. See, there's bass. Oh, I put that on. Never mind. Yeah, that. Wait. Hold on, ladies. That helps. If you can throw an $1,100 subwoofer in the mix, it'll help. But Carole Tuesday, anime shit. Piano is a really weird instrument to try to reproduce. I've heard it done a million times at audio shows, and I'm never quite sure what I'm supposed to be listening for, and I've kind of figured it out. Do I hate this? Because pianos, I always wanted to make buy a piano and just have it be gutted because I can't play, and then stick the bigger, they're on the back there, the bigger JBL Studio 590s in the part with the lid, so they'd shoot up at the lid and be like, I bet you couldn't tell it was a fucking piano. These would sound better. These can produce the tones and the light weight. There's it sounds like I'm just making up tons of bullshit, and pretty much all audio descriptions just are that. It's like, describe this ice cream sundae. Oh my God, the density of the cream as I slide a room temperature spoon into it, and it gets stuck as the fudge dripples down. Dripples, that's a new word. When I listen to these, I'm not concerned about a lot of problems that usually come with speakers. You can't imagine how nice it is as a reviewer. Usually I sit here and it's like, all right, what's wrong? Oh, fuck, make a list. All right, try to fix it. I had nothing to fix in this. I knew if I got the placement right and I added a sub, someone will complain that the treble isn't detailed enough, and those people can go fuck themselves. Or you're different people than I am. That's fine. You can go and get a higher end version of triangle speakers. Because honestly, there's a line where comfort ends and you're just detail hunting that starts. It's the same as the Sesvara Unveiled. Sesvara, original, very detailed headphone, very, very defined. All $6,000, not built very well, regardless. But then the Unveiled version of the headphone, and for you speaker people have no idea what I'm talking about, the Sesvara is $6,000 and the Unveiled is $8,000, and I don't hate it. It's just built wrong, and the sound signature is pure detail. Pure. Pure and evil from the eighth dimension. That's all it is. So having a speaker that sort of can produce all the treble notes that I want, but not bother me? Oh joy, oh joy. Please go watch Carole Tuesday and then get the soundtracks. I don't have it on vinyl. I would love it on vinyl. And next. See, now the sub is just, and I have that barely helping. But because the kick drum is still there, and the kick drum is coming from there, which means these are producing it. That's filling in, but these are producing it. And there's like a depth to it. Like, it's not just happening right here, 7 feet in front of me. Some sounds are coming from past that concrete wall, which is pretty impressive because that is like a 12-inch concrete wall. And also, considering I have the speakers down and I'm sitting on a subwoofer, so it's got the correct production of an arch of soundstage or an arch of imaging where things sound like they're coming from there and not just straight across. I've had a couple speakers that brought it down, those Philharmonic towers that were just like amazing, but the sound is coming from like there. These are doing the correct thing and bringing the sound up in a nice, psychoacoustics. How the fuck do they work? I don't know. This, by the way, is Pearl Jam Worldwide Suicide. It sounds like an FLCL track. I mean, honestly. Okay, that is too loud. Hold on. The chain, by the way, for this, out of the X-Spitif 3 Matrix matters because that's just digital to digital. But the topping DX9 is my DAC over there, my DAC and preamp. And Star Crimson Ultra from Orchard Audio is my amp. So that's not really producing anything, any characteristics that should make you love or hate anything. It's just a pass-through, just like Valencia, the reason I wanted him to make a headphone amp. Just like that. That is nothing. And the topping DX9, although one of the best sounding topping units ever, as far as headphones go, I wouldn't call that a warm amp or a extra soundstage or anything R2R. It's just pretty good. So pretty good DAC, exceptionally pass-through transparent amp with 250 watts at 8 ohm. I mean, other than Dragon Ball Z energy disc music. Whenever you put the word music in a music track, it really weirds me out. Yeah, I could probably spend another 2 weeks with these speakers before this review. And all I would do in that time is try to find flaws, which is fucking my job. And you know what? I would fail for the next 2 weeks. More pianos again. And not just pianos. I hear the bell when they do the foot thing and you hear like the whole rack moving. I can hear that. And this is Maxen's I'm just gonna walk up to the fucking screen because I can't spell that. Excuse me. What's on her ass? There's like a dot on her ass. Oh God, I'll just call it a birthmark. Maxence Siren, Modern Rhapsodies. This is LFO, track 13. No idea. I just know that I could hear parts of the piano moving. I could feel them. And that's A, good recorded music, and B, all the parts of the system are working perfectly.
Shut up.
These are a Bob Dylan speaker. I don't know how I got to that because Sublime is playing, but I'm imagining if I was a big fan of Bob Dylan, I know Bob Dylan's music. Bob Dylan's kind of laid back, so it's strumming the guitar. Perfect fucking speaker. Fuck, they even look like they're from the 70s in this finish. They're a 70s Finnish French speaker that produces nothing but love and fucking rainbows come out of it. Is bass offensive to you? It doesn't do it. Is treble offensive to you? It doesn't do it. Is sound offensive to you? Too fucking bad. It still does that. I wouldn't balance these any other way. I would not. If you gave me an equalizer board and fucking triangle BR04s and you were like, okay,
2 and the 1 and the 2.
ready, go, fix it. Okay, I'm done. I've fucking touched nothing. I hate making this thing. It kind of sounds like I'm actually using a little bit of a tube preamp. I'm not. I'm planning to put the that Black Ice CD transport DAC in line with this whole fucking nightmare, just to see what it does. But it's the speakers themselves. You can tune an audio system like 100 fucking ways. You could get better music, different music, just in general. You could run an EQ. This is all on the digital side of this thing. Or you can get an R2R DAC, or a tube DAC, or a tube preamp. You can get a warm amp. I could bring the Thomason stereo amp. I would not need the Thomason stereo amp on this, because that thing is just warm. Just super warm. It just sits there and it makes things that are neutral and unbiased in any way slightly warmer. But if you already have a slightly warmer sounding speaker, then you want to go fucking clean. Or if you want to be one of those psychopaths that stacks things, you go tube pre onto a warm amp from a warm DAC and a warm source and EQ it to be even warmer until flames literally come out of your thing because it's so fucking warm. I like to generally stay like, what is a speaker? Can I hear what the speaker's trying to do? Cool, fucking ship it. And that's where we're at. This is kind of like a cheat speaker to get into high-end audio. Because if you get Klipsch, I absolutely adore and respect, and I need to get another fucking contact at Klipsch because I haven't had a Klipsch contact in over a year. Which is why I haven't seen any Klipsch speaker reviews or subwoofer reviews recently. And their new stuff is so good, especially for the budget. But when Triangle comes out and drops a budget bombshell, ooh, that's a good title for this video, the budget bombshell. I guess budget would be, technically in my heart, budget's like $250 to $300. Just under $6. Doesn't feel like budget, but trust me, I've been here a long time. This is a fucking budget banger. Helsing will not get me a copyright strike, you son of a bitch. That's the original Helsing. The original. Yeah, everything I put on it is, I want to unmute the sub again. There, sub's muted again. Yeah, I could, this particular song, I could almost tell no difference. This is The Pillows. This is Selfish Bee from The Pillows. Addict 14? I don't know what's going on. Fooly Cooley has, Pillows broke up recently, by the way. If you're a fan of Fooly Cooley, The Pillows have officially broken up. And I'm not that sad. They're a kick-ass band, but man, their recording quality was garbage. This song is actually pretty good. Makes me a monster, I know. What the fuck is this? This is what they play in the factory. And actually, this is French factory. It wouldn't be this. This would be like, what is like a Dutch factory where they make, I don't know, toy soldiers and cookies. That's it's. There's like you know what? I did notice something earlier on a particular track. I don't know what it was, but there was a sound coming directly from the speaker, so it was mixed in the track, purely left speaker, and it sounded real. I heard like the guy tapping the cymbal in the drum kit, and someone mixed that pure left channel. And if I would have closed my eyes and woken up from a fucking hangover and I was blindfolded and obviously naked and covered in jello, and you were like, "Hey, what's happening?" I'd be like, "Someone's over there playing the drums." Because I could fucking hear the like it was there. These are perfect. They've undersold themselves. If they have like an $800 set that's better than this, buy this set instead. Because it's just going to be a different tuning. And if you want this, you want... Ooh, Dune is about to play. Oh, I love how Dune is just... This is 18 minutes long, this track. This is from the sketchbook. This is no sub. There's enough low end. There's just enough treble to give you as much detail as I think you fucking need. They're a great speaker. I'm done. Black Mesa soundtrack. Oh, fucking Frieren soundtrack is cheat. I still claim the Mobile Suit Gundam Witch from Mercury soundtrack might be the best soundtrack to anything in the last 5 years. As far as like getting the feel and anxiety and excitement correct. Like I'd put it straight against anything Hans Zimmer's done in the last decade. But then Frieren comes on and you're like, oh, fuck you, Evan Call. If there's a listening session, if someone said, "Hey Zeos, we're gonna do a listening," we're Evan Call, that's how I assume he talks. We're Evan Call, and I wanna do a listening session for the Frieren soundtrack in a private little studio. You have any speakers we could borrow? Here you go. Perfect. Don't even need the sub, apparently. They're a lovely, warm, happy presentation. They don't give me any anxieties. Anxiety-free speakers. They're not so expensive that if the dog knocks them over, you're gonna fucking freak out. And they're not so cheap that you worry that you're missing out. $560, fuck, it's sold. Oh, I should probably look at the back of them. I guess do like a full review. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Upper and lower, so you can not just buy wire them, but buy amp them. There are bridges in here. A nice Lexan backplate, by the way. Looks super fucking sexy. There was no feet. Oh wait, there's something special about these speakers as far as the feet go, and I'm not going to go digging through the box. It's somewhere. It was the weirdest thing because the feet are silicone. They're not round. They're like a half moon. So like a little corner piece like that. And there's 4 of them. And they include a piece of paper that says fold here that, presuming this is the bottom of the speaker, you put over it, fold it. It perfectly lines up with the edges. And then you can put these silicone feet. There's a hole in it to let you put the silicone feet perfectly in line. And I wouldn't use silicone feet because I'm on stands, but I've never seen that before in a speaker where they give you a template to put the feet on perfect. And all it takes is a piece of fucking paper. I think it was 1 piece of paper. You don't even get 2. Great. Let me go to another Frieren song. Where is it? Nah, not that song. That song sucks. Give me a good one. Yoshi Horikawa. Anyway. Did you hear that crunch? Wait. This is perfect. Because Yoshi Horikawa, if you don't know, Japanese musician who pretty much makes all his music out of just sounds he's recorded in fields. And this crunching noise right here. That's just happening. That is a person walking on gravel, and I'm right here, and it doesn't bother me. I'm kind of just fascinated by it. Also, the fact that it has front ports means you can put these closer to a wall than you normally can. Like, even with the Mons are rear ported, so I need at least a foot here to really, like, make it happy. These, I could slam them against the wall until the fucking wires snap off. Because the front port doesn't give a shit. If I uploaded a second video to Patreon where I'm just playing music without concern, I wonder if people would watch that one more, or want to watch that one more, because I'm just constantly like, next track, oh, stop, next track. And it ruins my flow. And I don't want to just get copyright-free music. Everyone's like, I have a list of copyright. I don't like any of it. I'd have to pretend I walked into a new world and all this music is... And also, one little note about copyright-free music. Depending on how trusting you are, I've had issue, or I've heard of issue, Prometheus. John Coltrane just came out of there. Not there, there. If someone gives you like copyright-free music and you use it 100 times on 100 videos, and all of a sudden, 3 years later, they're like, you know what? Haha, fooled you. Copyrighting that music now. Give me all your money, because it's already out there in hundreds of videos. And they just take all your money from those videos. Fucked. It's a fucked system. I don't trust nobody. Yeah, no, these are a Jeff Goldblum speaker. Hold on, wait. Before we leave, we're done. We're done. I have nothing else to say. They have wonderful colors. They're relatively lightweight also. Like, they're probably braced internally. They're pretty dense there, but they're not like 1,000,000 pounds. You could wall mount these if you really, really felt like it. I'm typing Gold. There he is. Yeah. If you don't know Jeff Goldblum, the man, the myth, the legend, who has badass album art. Hold on. The Jeff Goldblum and the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra, the Capitol Studio Sessions. Get this. He has Sarah Silverman show up and do like a side bit with him, and it's fucking great. Everything here. I actually, no shit, heard this in Florida Audio Expo, which this video might be coming out before that footage, because I had to send that footage to Poland because my editor there is in Poland, and it's just like he's working on it. So we'll get that sorted out. But I heard this playing there in one of the rooms, and I was so happy. Because it's fucking... Where is he? He plays the piano, and he sings, but not always.
It's Haley Reinhardt. Let me get you.
Oh, Haley Reinhardt.
My baby, he just cares.
All right, get these speakers, get the Jeff Goldblum album, get the wallpaper and the wallpaper horde. Links in the description for everything. Patreon and subscribe so support this channel. Like actually, like violently. For $7 a month, you get to see reviews early, participate in yard sales, lossless sound demos, possible Q&As, other special features. And then for $10, soon to be $15 a month, you get a lifetime joining of a swap meet and a private behind-the-scenes telegram to ask me questions all the time directly, and you know exactly what's happening behind the scenes. In fact, I broke an NDA today by accident because I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to say things. So there's a couple people in there know things that they're not supposed to know. So you're probably on a list from a Japanese company that makes headphones. Just saying. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna put this mouse down. I'm gonna leave the covers off. I'm gonna gush about Jeff Goldblum some more, and I will see you all in the next video. You cool? I have to do the sound demo for these actually. So if you want to check out the sound demo, it'll probably be a couple weeks because I'm doing things this month, but I'll try to get it up there because I love sound demos because then I don't have to worry about who the fuck's telling me not to play Jeff Goldblum. I just want to play Jeff fucking Goldblum.